I'm back. It kept cutting off. So Tanisha's baby daddies are Stephen, Nipsey, and Sylvester. Ryan and Asia are Stephen's children. The boy you see holding the gun, and her oldest daughter, Asia. So she has four children by three different men. Okay. And she's now having a problem with her last baby's daddy. That's what I think, the Inglewood blood. Mm, quite interesting. I don't know if besides him and Nipsey, I wanted Sylvester, a gang member as well. I have pictures of them. I will put them up after this show. I don't know what was going on with the service, but it kept going in and out and cutting me off. Not my fault. Um, yes, like I was saying, that Nipsey was saying he lied. Well, he didn't lie to Tanisha. She knew what kind of relationship they had, and she went along with it because she liked to sleep with different men's as well and women's. Because at one point she was doing group sex with him and women and men, and then she sleeps around with men's. You know, that's I'm not the only one saying it. I heard Nipsey tell it to me in the spirit. People that know them are saying the same thing. And it's clear she's not a spiritually sexual person. She's just very sexual, because if this was done for spiritual purposes, she wouldn't lay it with so many men. I had so much sperm in her from different men and different children, all these different strands of DNA and different bloodlines and genetic, but them children really not, they're not related. They're only related through their mama. They're not related through their daddy, except for them two children. Uh, the oldest daughter and the boy, Ryan, Asian Ryan. If I stand to be correct if I got that wrong. So I had to come back and correct that. Yes, she has four children by three different men. But I think allegedly, if I'm getting this correct, Ryan and Asia have the same father. I don't think that's the father of the 4 year old. The three is I don't know exactly the child, three and a half or four. I know that same year Nipsey was assassinated, she was pregnant. So I don't know the exact birth date of the child. It's a little bit confusing for me. I have to keep looking over this material. I have so much material, information people have sent me that I didn't even mention till now. And then I got some new stuff that really sounds just like the old shit, that they confirm, breaking down, making things very clear to me. So, I still say allegedly. I'm willing to be wrong. All this is not what I'm saying. It's basically confirm what I have said. Because these are humans that are giving me this information. And it lines up. But, that's what I'm saying allegedly, if it's not true. And I will show you the information that yeah. But I'm such a lying psychic. It was just like Nipsey was saying, he was back and forth with both of these women. He was seeing both of them, and I always said that. I never said that he completely left Tanisha alone. I never ever said that. I said at one point when he thought he was in love with the actress. And this is also what was verified to me by people inside the circle. He tried to be just with her at first. Then he started fucking around on her and dealing with Tanisha. He never really completely cut Tanisha off. He never completely left Tanisha alone. He was messing with both baby mamas and lots of other women. Fucking everybody out there in LA know that shit. But then I'm the goddamn liar. And I really wonder how this trial is going to go, or this hearing is going to go with Nipsey's family and Tanisha about Emani. I don't know exactly how old she is, 14 or 15, but I'm sure when she becomes a legal adult, she can decide which parent she wants to stay with. But until then, I'm wondering, does Tanisha have complete custody of Emani, or does she still share it with Nipsey's family, it's a lot of drama and arguing and competition and confrontation inside of Tanisha's house. It's never really stable over there. It's always, and she's a very disagreeable, unstable person, very highly volatile and emotional. And she still has not completely dealt with Nipsey's physical death. She still is not over it. I don't think she'll ever be over it. Because from what she said in the text message, and I gave my all to him, and I was young, and I gave him $100,000. I was into a relationship only a month. It seems like she's saying her soul literally does not belong to her. Her life, her spirit, like she gave it to Nipsey. Her life revolved around this man and helping him and living with him and for him and about him. So it seems like she is out of balance or has an identity crisis or spiritual identity issues. She doesn't really know who she is, or she's not stable in her identity, trying to find herself. She's trying to blame it on him. So clearly, Nipsey had the type of energy and entities and spirits in him and on him that he had these women, like a lot of men have that about them and they don't quite understand it, but a lot of men are cruel with it and they use it as a weapon to manipulate and mesmerize and take advantage of women. And if he had that type of spirit on him, of people, he was charming, people were drawn to him, and he was good in bed and very charismatic and charming and would do things for women, and they would get attached to him or actually maybe bound to him, or if they're not stable in themselves, become inside out around him and about them and want to give themselves to him or become fools for him. And then he tells them what it's going to be. Either we just fucking and we friends, or we're committed, because he was honest. He was an honest hoe. But he also had a spirit in him. He would have been a wonderful gynecologist. He would have been a wonderful public speaker like he was. He would have been a wonderful healer. He would have been a wonderful doctor, a wonderful therapist, a wonderful counselor, and a healer, an energy healer for women, as well as to show men how to fuck and how to balance women. He's just one of those men that have that energy, and you could use it either way, for good or bad. And unfortunately, he was young and used it. He knew he had this magnetic charm and power, and was a beast with that dick. So he used it in a way that was destructive to people and ended up being destructive to himself. To harm. His dick was harming, not to heal. Because a dick is a divining one, a crystal. It can heal or it can harm. And women have that energy too. Some women do, what men are crazy about them, so much so if the woman throw the man off and then want to play games with him, he can end up blowing her brains out. That's what a lot of those things are about. The women don't know the intensity of their pussy, the frequency of their pussy, or they'll know and they'll do that shit to different men that they don't love and they don't want to love, and they just use them and manipulate them, and some men can't take that shit. And some of them, even if you try to do the right thing and back off because you know what you've done and the energy that you carry, you try to cut it off, then a lot of them become stalkers and they won't accept that. I've seen women do it to women and kill women and beat up women. And I've seen men do it to women and beat them up and kill them because they want to possess them and control them. And that's what he was saying about the other baby mama as well, the actress. He said she was the same way. He said I would come home and I might have been out late or been out of town. Immediately she didn't know where I was, or if I didn't answer the phone or answer text, or she couldn't be with me. I've been fucking some bitches. Me and the niggas I've been with been fucking some bitches. He said then she throws the baby up. We got this baby. You know, you said we're going to be together. I don't know if he promised to marry her. At one point, he said we were going to be together and it was just going to be him and her. And he said at one point, I felt that. He said, then when I really got there and she using this baby as a pawn, like a weapon on me, he was like, how do you try to say this? Because that's something I needed to hear, what he said. I'm trying to explain the way he said it to me. He said, she used this baby and like to justify that you're not gonna leave me, you're not gonna fuck over me, you're not gonna embarrass me because we got a son together and it's about me. Because it's like you don't do that to me. I'm this, I'm that. You know who I am. I could have had this person. I could have fucked this person, that person that got more than you and got more going on. And you think you now that I got this baby by you and I have to hear this about these bitches and uh oh yeah, I'm come to that in a minute. Because I'm a liar about her too. Um, these bitches, and he said, when I come in the house, I like peace in my house. If you're gonna talk to me, it's a certain way you talk to me. You don't have to talk down to me and humiliate me and try to degrade me or get me in line or control me by talking to me like I'm an animal and disrespecting me. And you're gonna do this, or you think just because you're a rapper you can't take out the trash, and you're gonna it's like we'll do it in front of people. Some of his friends that love me, they were like looking like, nigga, I told you. I tried to tell you the bitch great, just smashing past. You think you this and that, but you ain't this and that, and you gonna do this and that, and you got this baby. I mean, and he was like, it got to a point where I thought I was in love with her, where I realized I didn't love her at all. I don't care if I motherfucking did have a baby by her. He said, just because a nigga have a baby by you and they with you and you sit up and shit out a baby for them, and now it don't mean that I'm in love with you just because you had a baby by me. Yeah, I love my child. He said, shit, I love all my children. If I know it's mine and if I want to be in their life and take care of them, I'm not going to tell everybody to have an abortion. Even if I know I'm not going to be with you and the child, I will take care of the child. I will see the child. He said, she got me to the point where I really couldn't stand this bitch. And I was not in love with her and I did not love her. He said, because of the way she treated me, like, and compare, I always want to compare me to other men she knew. I always want to put me down to rich men that she knew that didn't get their money out the mud like I did. They were a corporation or record label or some or industry where they done got money from other people that built them and financed them and took care of them. And she would act like they did it on their own like me, but they didn't. Her associations and what she got and who she know and where she could go and what she could do. He said, I got so tired of hearing that shit. He said, I thought this was better than what I had. A hood rat or something. She was above that. He said, but I see she really wasn't. She looked glamorous. He said, but really she was just as hood radish and messy and confused and emotionally unstable and erratic. He said, like to start shit and drama. He said, then she get on the phone and talk about me to people and tell people my business and make it look like she the victim and I'm the bad guy and we need to go to my preacher, counselor, my spiritual advisor. We need to go over there. We need to get there. We need to get some work. He said, I was so confused from dealing with this bitch. He said, a lot of time he said, instantly when a woman started talking to me like that, he said, the way she started talking to me, he said, because I had a lot of respect for her, even though I didn't know her. I was looking at her through rose-colored glasses. He said, I would have never did or said nothing like that. He said, but when she did it to me and she kept doing it to me, I lost respect for her, and I knew there was no way I was going to give her a wedding band or ever marry her because she wanted to manipulate and control me. She thought she could force me into doing what she wanted me to do or being what she wanted me to be by insulting me and humiliating me and telling other people what I did or where I've been. He's like, I wasn't always fucking nobody. He said, but she made me want to. By abusing and humiliating me and then telling I hate people, tell people all my fucking business. She had to put all our business out in the street and always humiliated me to people and degrade and act like she was above me and better than me and like I was nothing. He said that made me really want to fuck a bitch. Go out, get high, get my homies, drink, and fuck several bitches, goddammit. He said it turned my feelings off. He said it shut down whenever she started humiliating me. He said she whined and she nagged and she bring the same shit up over and over and over and over, trying to control me and want to impress the world and impress her friends. Look, all y'all bitches couldn't handle them, but I handled them and I got them on lock. He do what I say. He ain't fucking with none of y'all. I got him to myself. She's like, she wanted to present that image to her friends and take all my money and live this lifestyle of the rich and famous, but not on her money, on mine. He was like, and it just made me was like, hell no. before I spend my life with this bitch. I'll get with me somebody else and I'll be friends with her and we'll make arrangement and agreement. I will take care of my child. But she was so vindictive about that. When he tried to talk to her about that, it's like, oh, hell no, nigga, you think that you can embarrass me and you finna fuck around on me and leave me and just give me some child support and some money and I see you walk away with another bitch. He was like, she drove me crazy. He said, cause she crazy. And I was not in love with her. I went with her when I was physically killed. I didn't want to be. I wanted to get away from her because we couldn't work nothing out because she couldn't control me and I wasn't in love with her. He said, I don't know really what she felt for me. He said, I don't believe she was ever in love with me. She used me, but then when she saw that I was a good nigga, fucking her, taking care of her, and I was keeping money in her pocket, and I was making money and opening her up for deals and opportunities, even trying to come to her before she got a Puma deal. I tried to come to her with it. I tried to help her and do things for her. She looked down on it and said, but she bragged on Puffy, but what deal Puffy gave her, what shoe and clothes deal he gave her before she got with me and got to me. Them niggas wasn't doing shit but fucking her and using her. But then she always want to compare me to them like I gotta step my game up to be with her and keep her. He said, but a crazy motherfucker like her and a bipolar and a paranoid schizophrenic, I always think somebody doing something out to get her, and always looking at other women and ready to harass. He said she harassed women, she fight women, she messy as fuck. She not a peaceful person like she present to the public. He said, yeah, and she think I don't know, but I motherfucking know. I seen another tidbit of information the other day, y'all. I'm gonna share it with you. Depending on how y'all hit my cash app, make you clap. That's why I'm not going to put it out to you. Nipsey do have self-assurance. And all these people trying to threaten me about the baby mama, Lauren, and say that he was committed to her the whole time and so in love. No, he wasn't. Because he never married her and he didn't leave his estate to her. He left it to their child Cross and Emani. He had other children around 2016. It's rumored, allegedly, he was fucking with this lady out of town in another state. I ain't gonna say where. They had a little girl named Heaven while he was with Lauren and after he had crossed Jesus. It was out on the blog. Now, the only way they could have got this, and they said it, is that Karen Sybil leaked it. Nipsey said he know both of them bitches did it. Lauren and Karen Sybil. Because she was trying to shame him and embarrass him to make him stop fucking other people and just be committed to her. Nipsey then comes out, I have the tweet or this Instagram, I have the post. It was him. Nipsey comes out and said the lady lied. He gets so angry that she put his business out, he put this lady's address out. And then Lauren puts a tweet out or Instagram post out, I have. We just had our son. Why can't we just, go to bed at night, something to this effect, or admire our beautiful son, and y'all just gotta hate. Right. So they hating on her and Nip. This around 2016. They hating by saying Nip fucking another woman out of state. And that they got a little girl named Heaven. Like somebody would just make the specific details of that shit up. See, that confirms what I said he told me. You can go back. I've been done readings on Nipsey with several hidden babies. They hushed it up because Lauren don't want nobody to believe that he would cheat on her because she's supposed to be such a bad bitch. Shout a little baddie. But that's not what happened. He said he couldn't stand her. And it got to the point he did not want to live with her. He didn't want to be with her. And he was afraid of her because she threatened to kill him, have him set up. She was a part of the setup. And this is just confirming more and more of what I said. Because it shows what I said. They were not a happy couple, drunk in love, and committed and monogamous. He was not faithful to her. And we know if he really was and he was in love, he would have legally married her and the estate would be hers. But it's not. This nigga was fucking other people. Even Heaven Hollywood confirmed what I said. I made a short video about it and said they had broke up 13, 14 times. And that Lauren got tired of Nipsey because Nipsey was fucking around and they were not together when he died. See, I stand by what I said. I'm not going to back down off of what I said. And now there's an issue with Emani because she's like a young lady now. She's not a little girl anymore. She's almost a grown woman. And she's very bright. She's very intelligent, very observant, and very smart. Very, very stubborn and very strong-willed. Now, word on the curb is she's noticing a lot of things. And she's very unhappy. It says she do not hang with Lauren. And she don't even hang with her auntie, Samantha, all the time. And that she, says she gets a little upset and speak what's on her mind. And everything she thinks about her auntie is not good. Says she don't completely have a lot of respect for her auntie. Might have said a few little things to the auntie to let the auntie know that she thinks she's a hoe, allegedly. This is what I'm hearing. She don't respect her auntie. And she don't want to be with Nipsey's family all the time. She want to be with her mama. But see, that's the contradiction here. Because what she cannot see, I understand she love her mama and she love her daddy. She will see over time once she lives with her mother. I just hope her mama don't ask for her money or that her mother doesn't have access to the money because she's going to see her mother's not as stable as she thinks. She looks at her mother through her eyes of love, but she does not know her mother as a person, as an individual, as a woman. But maybe she do. Her mother is not so loyal to her that she would not go below her for a man and that she would not get caught up in more financial difficulty or maybe addictions like drinking again, but maybe she stopped, or popping pills again. Maybe she stopped. Maybe she done cleaned the whole act up. But see, I wonder about that because if what I was told is true, that her son took a picture with the gun in his hand in Tanisha's house. I think the daughter, Emani, might be on her way to a rude awakening as the years go by, to think that it's safety and security in the house with her mother and no drama in that, because I always said that and I always saw it. If the mother has her son in the house that's a active gangbanger and has an arsenal of weapons in the house, taking pictures, very proud of what he does, proud to be a gangbanger, and taking pictures of himself holding guns in the house. What else is he doing? Because we know he's not posing for a commercial or a video. He's using them, or he's in training, or he will do it. And Tanisha allows her son to participate in this type of activity in the house and carry gun. I know he doesn't have a license on it. And even if he did, you don't walk the street and shoot people with those types of guns. It's not a gun, really. That looks like some type of rifle. It's an assault weapon. And if that's going on in her house, that's really not the place that Nipsey's daughter should be. And when I saw that and I heard about this, I said, So I was right all along when I heard him say he did not trust Tanisha to have good judgment to raise his daughter. He said the niggas that run in and out of her house are gang members, and some of them don't like him. And I'm sure her baby daddies don't like him. And I don't know if the Inglewood Bloods got along with the Rolling 60s. Somebody can let me know that's from out there, but I'm sure all her baby daddies were not friends. This is a volatile situation. And I wonder, has somebody informed Black Sale? You know, since I'm such a goddamn liar. Oh, this has made my day. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not even finished yet. But I'm going to close this out now. I'm going to go study some more because they give me a lot to look at. And I am loving it, like I said. Ain't that the slogan for McDonald's? I'm loving it. Oh, 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 oh. Especially where I've been threatened and talked about and called a liar so much. This just takes the cake. I just hate they waited so long to confirm what I've been saying. Waited 4 years to get this to me. Oh, I love it. And matter of fact, the person that gave it to me got a pretty light-skinned sister. The Nipsey was fucking their sister. Tanisha found out about it and went and ambushed the girl and tried to jump on the goddamn girl. See, that's... But didn't I say that? I said she was like that. I said she was like that. And it's, oh boy. Mm, mm, mm. I'm tired. I've had a long day. So, it's Queen Drip King Nip. It's one word. It's my cash app. I don't even know if I can get in here to let me. I don't know if it won't let me text anything. I don't know how to get in here and text. But it's one word. Queen Drip King Nip. All one word. Queen Drip King Nip. Can somebody put in here for me? Anyway, I'll put in the comments. Because I'm so tired. I just had to come back and finish that read. Because that was a nice read, bitch. Yeah. I had to put that out there. And thank you, baby. Because this has made my day. I don't know when I'm coming back. I might come back in a few days. Like I said. Y'all need to show love for me out of all this shit I done gave y'all. And all this info I done gave y'all is coming back to back to back real fast. And confirming. So I'm not gonna keep doing this because I'm tired in the goddamn way. You said that Trey Gang ain't right either. Trey Gang, I don't know anything about that. I don't know what Trey Gang is. Let's see. Anyway, y'all can look at this, and this is basically completion of the part 1. When I kept the technical difficulty, I'm gonna go.